But I have a video on that. She was just a really stupid girl, and now of course she's seeing me, and guess who? All the time. Oh my God, your hair is so beautiful. It's growing so fast. What are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this brings me to number 7. What is your favorite product? I don't have a favorite product. I do not. I would have to say my staple products are um, number 1, water. And believe me, it is water. I love it. Like even now with my braids, my hair will look all thirsty, and I'll just get some water in my hand and just put it in there, and they just come alive. Looks really nice. And then I'll put some oil on top just to give it that shine. And so extra virgin olive oil, definitely, water, and shea moistures. I love shea moistures. I use that to twist my hair, and shea butter. So I mix the shea moisture with shea butter, and I put a little extra virgin olive oil, just whip it up, make sure it's really fluffy. And when I'm doing my twists, I'll put them in, and I'll twist my hair up, and it gives me like really soft, shiny, healthy looking twist. I love that. So those are my products. The most expensive product I bought really is Kinky Curly Not Today. And that's my favorite leave-in. I really like that because I do the whole kidney tube stuff when I have time. Sometimes I don't, and I just plop it in there just like that. I think now that I'm used to my hair and everything, and it's growing and all that stuff, I don't give it a lot of attention that I did initially when I big chop. Like when I big chop, you could not get me out of my hair for nothing. I was touching, I was combing. I couldn't wait till the end of the week to do my wash or do my deep conditioning. Now I don't do any of that stuff as much anymore. But the deep conditioning, I will urge you all to continue to do. Do a deep condition like every week or every 2 weeks, however you plan on doing it. But don't be like me and neglect your hair and not do it, because then, your hair will suffer. But once I take these braids out, I'm definitely going to get back into that routine. Summertime is coming, my favorite time of the year, so definitely, it's just a given. I have to start doing stuff like that. Now the question that I think is the very most important question on here is, why did I go natural? So I went natural, like I said, because, I was going through a stressful period in my life and my hair was falling out. At that point, I didn't know I wanted to go natural until it was almost like a mistake thing, because, and yeah, a mistake. I think I went natural by mistake. The very best mistake I've ever made. But, it was a mistake that I did go natural. I was resting my hair for 6 months because my hair was falling out. And I was thinking to myself, at the end of the 6th month, I would go and get a relax and, go get my hair probably cut down to like shoulder length. And that didn't happen because the rest period didn't work out at all. My hair actually got worse during that rest period, and it started breaking off even more. And I accidentally stumbled upon natural hair videos on YouTube, and I saw a lot of different videos, and that's when I started to get motivated to go natural. So I'm like, oh my God, like, instead of going to get a relaxer, I think I should actually start transitioning, because by then I already knew what transition was, and I started learning what BC means. And for the Jamaicans, no, it don't mean that word, that bad word. It actually means big chop. So now that, I started learning like what different things mean, the TWAs and all that stuff. So I decided I was just gonna transition out my hair and go and get a cut. Well, after I transitioned, I went to my hairstylist, and she was actually the same stylist that did my hair for my wedding. And I made an appointment with her. I went to get my hair cut, and she was actually going to cut my hair dry. And I was like, oh my God. Like every video that I've watched, the girls have had their hair pre-washed or wet before they started cutting. This way they could differentiate between the two textures. And I told her, I said, no, you actually have to wet my hair first. In the first place, I don't know why I even went to her. I mean, she's pretty good, but I didn't have to spend money to get my hair cut. I could have just went to my sister and she would have cut it for me, just release, take off the straight ends from my, and I think I would have had a lot more growth if I had done that, because my hairstylist actually started cutting more into my natural hair as opposed to just cutting off the ends. So instead of having like 3 inches of hair, which is, what I grew in that 6 months, like two and a half to through some parts it was 3 inches. I actually had like an inch, inch and a half. More like an inch and a half hair. Inch and a half in some areas it was 2 inches. So after I got it cut and everything, I was in a state of shock. I literally went to my car and I sat there and I was like, oh my God. I kept on looking in the mirror. I'm like, I can't believe it. Like, I did it. I did it. And that very day, I did a video. And I think I'm going to upload that video for you guys. I did a video on my way to get it cut and like actually leaving the salon. And the first stop I made was to my sister's house. And she loved it. She was like, oh my God, it's so cute. And my niece loved it. And when I came home, my husband loved it. Actually, he just kept on patting my hair like this. It was like, oh my God, it's so cute. And yeah, my mom was the only one I took, like a little bit to tell her. And she was just concerned of how short I cut it. But then by the time I went to visit her, it was already like a year or something like that. So it grew up. It grew a lot. But then I showed her pictures of when it was short. And yeah, she really liked it. Like everybody was very supportive of the decision I made. And it was my decision to make. And like my husband told me, it's your decision to make, whatever you feel comfortable with doing with your hair. And I'm like, you know what? This is what I want to do, and this is what I'm going to do. And yeah, the mistake that I made going natural is the best mistake I've ever made in my life. And I would not change it for the world. And for all the people who have been asking me questions about whether or not I'm going to relax my hair, no. I can't explain it any better than that. Because, I mean, I've been telling people the same answers over and over, and I think they just think my answer is going to change or something. But as far as I can see into my future, I don't see relaxers coming into play. I really don't. Like, I just want to keep my hair natural. I know how to manage my own hair. I know how to cut down the length of time I spend on my hair. I know how to do a hairstyle that will actually last me for a week or whatever. So this is what I love, and I don't knock anybody for doing anything they wanted to their hair. It's your hair, do whatever you please. I like diversity. I like to change up my hairstyles and stuff. So there's sometimes you'll see me with weave, you'll see me with maybe a wig. I mean, the wig, it kind of itches around the front, so I really don't like wigs that much. But, I like hairpiece. I like long hair. I like short hair. I like natural hair. I like relaxed hair. I love hair in general. Anybody that knows me know that I always have a different hairstyle in all the time. So You know, I've always admired girls with their natural hair and the natural hairstyles and stuff. It just never dawned on me, like stupid me. It never dawned on me that hey, you can go natural. You know, you can do this too. Um, Not that I look down on natural hair or anything. It had nothing to do with that. I just never thought of it. With that said, I was trying to make this video really, really short, but it's now 20 minutes, so I am going to leave and I will see you guys another time. Bye.